All right. So let's go ahead. We're going to come down into that 100 position. So roll yourself down onto the floor. Starting to warm up through that core. I just want you to rock your pelvis forward and back. Just release the hip flexors. So what I mean by this is I'm kind of pulling the lower abdominals towards my belly button, and then I'm pushing it away as I bring it forward. Kind of like you're dumping water out, you're pulling it in, you're dumping it out. Then when you find a neutral natural spine, I want you to bring those legs to tabletop position, 90 degrees. Curl chin to chest, reach the arms nice and forward. Maybe lengthen the legs out to a 45-degree angles, and we start pumping through those arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 short breaths in, 5 short breaths out. If that neck is bothering you, dropping the head, the chest. Maybe if that back is pulling, legs come to tabletop position. Back is pressing down into the mat. We're breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more sets, breathing in, breathing out, full exhale. Last set, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it here. Heels together, toes apart. Take the hands behind the nape of your neck. Elbows nice and wide. Slowly frog the legs in, tabletop position, and then slowly frog it out. Working those transverse abdominals, keeping the back pressing down. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you resist. 4 more, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it out, point and flex those feet. Point and flex. If it's pulling into the back, bring the legs higher up. You got 4, 3, 2, 1, drag the legs in, lower the head down. All right, plant the feet on the floor. If you have any tight lower backs or hips, I want you to keep the feet here. If not, you can lengthen the legs long. You're going to bring the left leg to tabletop and then extend it up towards the ceiling. Now I want your bottom leg either planting down into the floor or foot flexed. Your left foot is nice and pointed. Hips are anchored into the mat. We're going to find leg circles. Cross that midline, so cross that center of your belly. Little circle down, out, around, and back up. I want you to think like a half circle here. Start small. Cross, circle, around, and up. Starting to warm up through your left side oblique. Getting blood circulation through that back, through those abdominals. You have 4. Keep that opposite foot flexed, anchored down. 2, 1, reverse that stride. Take it out, down, up, around, and back, out. Little circles, shoulders down the back, still breathing in, still breathing out. If you feel like you're rocking, maybe you bring that right leg down, foot on the floor. You want to make sure this right hip isn't moving. You have 3, 2, 1. Bring it through center, lower that leg, and lift it up. If that's too much in your hip or in your back, find that smaller range of motion. You have 4. Use that exhale. 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Hold it here. Curl chin to chest. Look through those thighs. Take the hands behind the nape of your neck. Hold it here. Keep that right foot pressing down once again. Lower that left leg. Exhale and lift it up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Remember, you can do this with a bent knee hinging from the hip to keep it out of your hip flexor and out of your back. You have 4, 3, 2. On the last one, hold that leg up. Take that right leg. Hover. Slowly find scissors. Switch. And switch. And switch. Keeping that body completely stable. You have 4, 3, 2. Last one. Right leg goes up. Left leg goes down. Drop that head, that chest. All right, guys, once again, you can bend through that left foot, plant that foot down, or you can keep it long for a little bit more lengthen in your hip flexor. Flex through your left foot, point through your right foot. We're gonna cross that midline. Think like you have a pencil in your toes and you're drawing a little circle. Circle down, out, around, and back up. Now, if you feel your hips are rocking, that's a cue you need to find a smaller range, or you need to bend through your left knee. We have 3, make sure you're working from your right side. 2, shoulders down the back. Last one, hold it here, reverse that stride, out, around, and back up. Remember, it's that half circle, out, around, and back up. Out, around, and back up. Shoulders staying down the back. Transverse abdominals are on, one more. Hold it here, keep that left foot flexed. Lower that right leg down and lift it up. Lower and lift. 2 more. Lower and lift. Last one. Lower. Lift it up. Take that head, that chest, curl it up. Elbows are wide. Left leg still flexed. Lower that right leg down. Exhale, lift it up. Dragging through those lower abdominals. It's easy to either turn on your upper or your abdominals, lower abdominals. I want you to keep both of them on at the same time. One more time, hold it. Now, hover your left leg. Same thing, scissors, but with a cross. Cross over to the right side, slowly switch. And switch. Slow and steady. It's not about how many you do. It's about your control. It's about your pace. You got 4, 3, 2, last one. Legs go up, knees come into the chest, take a breath. All right, rock those knees side to side. Plant the feet down into the floor. We're gonna still engage through our backside, going into that bridge here. Heels are pressing down. Parallel those feet out, arms reach long, shoulders drop. I want you to think about opposition. So as we're here, your head is reaching long up as your hips are reaching down. All right, we're gonna inhale, slight tuck under, squeeze the glutes and lift the hips ever so slightly. Now remember, I don't want you here where you're in your neck. You're gonna be ever so slightly, maybe a fist or 2 off the ground. Slight tuck under in the pelvis, so we're in the glutes and the hamstrings and stretching out through the quads and the hip flexors. Exhale and lower. Inhale, lift. You should feel a stretch to the top and a squeeze from the back. Inhale up, exhale down. Breathing in, breathing out. If you ever feel this in your back, that's a cue you're lifting too high. You have 4, 3, 2, hold that lift, find little lifts up and up and up. If you're in your back, smaller range, bring it down a little bit and make sure you're in that slight tuck under. Keep the gaze up towards the ceiling. Don't look side to side. You got 5, 4, protect that cervical spine. 3, 2, hold it here. We rock it side to side. You bring it to the left, you bring it to the right. Lifting from each side of that glute. Keeping the hips as stabilized as you can. You're breathing in, breathing out. Shoulders down the back. Use that exhale. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it to the right side. Keep that right hip lifted, little lifts up and up and up. Breathing in, breathing out. I want you to relax through the toes. Even lift the toes up. Press down into that heel. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Switch sides. Bring it to the left. Little lifts up and up and up. Breathing in, breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back through center, lower down. Now bring the heels together, toes apart. So you're in a slight V, frog position. All right, we inhale, lift, exhale, lower. Now, same thing, we're just in an external rotation, meaning we're working the outside of the glutes, the outside of the thighs. I want you to think like you have a band around those thighs and it's trying to pull the legs together and you're pulling the legs apart, all right? So you're actively finding opposition as you lift and as you lower. Squeeze the outside, but engage to the inside as well. You have 5, 4, you should be getting warm, you should be feeling the backside. 3, 2, hold that lift, little outs with those knees. I want you to pull that imaginary band apart. Squeeze the glutes. Maybe take that slight tuck under in that pelvis so you're not in your lower back. Breathing in, breathing out. Really find that resistance. You're not just moving, right? You're challenging yourself against gravity. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down, lift it right back up. Second set. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Remember, if it's in your back, don't lift the hips as high. Breathing in, breathing out. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Now, instead of bringing it out, you're going to find little pulls in. So it's the same thing, but it's opposite direction. Little pulls in. Now, I don't want those knees touching. It's a 1/2 inch. It's very small. Think like you're squeezing a ball. Squeeze, squeeze. Try to pop it. You got 5, 4, 3. Where is this coming from? Your backside. 2, 1. Lower the hips down. Take a breath. All right. Bring the feet back parallel. Last bridge here. Shoulders down the back. Inhale as you lift. Hold it here. Bring your left leg. Lift the heel. Tabletop that leg or up towards the ceiling. All right. The farther the leg is away from you, the harder it is, because the longer the lever is, the more challenging it will be. All right. We're going to start with a drop and a lift in that hip. You're going to feel this in your right side only, but I want you to make sure both hips are nice and even. If your left hip is dropping, you're going to pull into your back. So keep it level. Think like you're on top of a table and you're lifting it up and down. Inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Squeeze through that glute, press down into that right heel. Good, don't pull into the toes. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that lift, little lifts up and up and up. For 5, poke that toe towards the ceiling. 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot down, switch sides. Right leg goes up towards the ceiling, tabletop or toes down. We lower and lift. Press through that left heel. Still squeezing through the glutes. Still breathing in. Still breathing out. Gaze is still up. Don't forget about that breath. And remember to pull those abdominals in like you're wearing a corset. So I don't want the ribs spalling out. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Hold that lift. Little lifts up. Press through that heel. Maybe lift the toes on that left side. Poke that ceiling. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot down. Drop the hips and bring the knees into the chest. All right. Take those legs. Bring them back to tabletop. All right. I want the knees and the hips aligned. If it pulls into the back, separate the knees. If not, you can hug the legs together. Holding it here, we're going to just find toe taps. Warming up the core once again. You're going to tap, hinge from your right hip, tap the toe into the floor, and slowly lift it up. It's not about pace. It's not about how many you can do. It's about staying in your lower abdominal. So if you feel this in your back, smaller range. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Small range of motion. Finding those lower transverse abdominals. Shoulders relax. If you want a little bit more challenge, arms go up towards the ceiling. You have 4. We're going to build on this though. 3, 2, last one. Hold it here. All right, this time, arms can go long or they can stay up. Make sure the knees are in line with the hips. If this is too much in the back, then the knees can come closer. Double toe taps. Both feet tap down, and then you exhale, lift it up. Same thing, guys. If this is in your back, smaller range, you don't need to tap the toes, but you need to make sure you're hinging from the hips and not just bending and extending the knees, all right? This I could do all day. This I'm activating through my abdominals. My ribs are still pulling in, and I'm using that exhale to deepen into my abdominals to lift. Think like a spring, all right? I'm not using momentum to lift. I'm using that breath. Keeping my back pressing down. If I start feeling in my back, I find a smaller range. Same thing with hip flexors. If my hip flexors turn on, smaller range. You got 5. You can always go back to one leg at a time. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the feet down, take a breath. All right, we're gonna add curl up. So I said we're gonna build on this. Hands come behind the nape of your neck. Legs come to tabletop, 90 degrees. Lift up the head, the chest. All right, so we're gonna start on our left side. So what that means, I want you to twist towards your left. Elbows are wide, think shoulder is crossing over to that left knee. All right, you're gonna tap down with your right foot and lift it back up, keeping in this crossed position. So you're working stability and balance, trying not to let those shoulder blades drop. Like I said, if this is too much in the neck, I want you to drop the head and go back to that first step that we found. You're gonna feel this through the right side, but you wanna make sure that left side isn't popping up in the hip. Shoulders down the back, you got 4, 3, use that breath, 2, 1, hold it here, same position. Now you drop your left leg down and lift it up. Left leg down and lift it up. Now you're working a little bit more with balance because it's same leg, same arm. Torso is still, legs are mobile. You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center, switch sides. We twist to the right. We start with that left foot. You drop and lift. Pull that elbow back, but not so far that you pull the neck forward. So we're twisted to the right, but our left leg is hinging down. You have 4, 3. Can you lift that chest up another inch? 2. Hold it at tabletop. Now the right leg drops down and lifts up. Elbows wide, still breathing in, still breathing out. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Come through center. This is a challenge. Hold that lift. Shoulders are wide, both toes dip, and then you exhale, lift. Remember, you can always drop the head. You can always find a smaller range. If you want to find that double crunch as the knees come up, you curl it in, and then you slowly lower. Use that exhale. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you curl. You got 4 more. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees in, take a breath. All right, rock those knees side to side. We're on a roll with the core, so we're gonna get those ab series out of the way. No class is final without doing those ab series. So take those legs to tabletop position, 90 degrees. Lift up that head, that chest. Extend your left leg out. Take your left hand to the inside of the right leg and the right hand to the outside. Try not to pull on that knee. Now, lift the shoulder blades up off that mat. Exhale that knee in. Inhale as you switch. And switch. Breathing in. Breathing out. Slow and steady. Like I said earlier, if that neck is pulling, I want you to drop that head, that chest. There's no need to strain that neck, guys. Your neck is heavy. Once you strain it, it's just going to get heavier. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug both knees in. Take a breath. Reset that spine. Make sure you're breathing. Double leg stretch. Grab onto the shins. Curl chin to chest. Elbows wide. Point the toes.
Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen the legs out, circle the arms out, around, and hug the knees in. Exhale, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, circle. Now, if circling the arms out does not feel comfortable, you can just reach the arms out and back in, up and back in. Same thing, you can also just drop the head, but I want the head either up or down. None of this. So you don't want to drop and then come back in, all right? You want to stay lifted here. That's where the abdominals work. If you lower and lift that head, you go into that cervical spine. You got 3, 2, 1.
Drop that head, take a breath. Rock the knees, maybe rock that head, whatever you need to do to get into that next series. All right, scissors. Legs to tabletop.
Lift up that head, that chest. Legs go straight up towards the ceiling. Grab hold of your right ankle, right thigh, right calf, just not behind the knee. Extend your left leg out and slowly switch. And switch. Good. Breathing in, breathing out, pulling that leg towards you, finding that opposition. I want you to scoop the abdominals back. If the neck is bothering you, you can take the hands behind the nape of your neck or drop it down. Either way, the legs are reaching the same amount. If my left leg is pulling and it stops there, that does not mean my right leg goes all the way down. All right, same angles with those legs. You have 4, 3, 2, 1. Both legs go up. Hands behind the nape of your neck. Point the toes. Inhale, lower lift. Lower the legs for 3, 2. Exhale, resist and rise. Drag those legs up. Lower the legs for 3, 2, 1. Resist and lift. Inhale, lower. 2, 3. Resist and lift. Nice and slow. That's when you find your exhale. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. 2 more. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you lift. Pull those bellies in. Don't let that back arch. Last one. We reach it out. You hold it out. Together, drag your right leg in. Cross over and slowly go into that crisscross. Try not to rock. Hips are anchored down. Elbows wide. Bring that shoulder to that knee. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Take a breath. Woo! All right, guys. Let's go ahead and roll onto our left side. I want you either propping yourself up on your left forearm, laying it all the way down, dropping the head. All right. Either way, I want the neck nice and long. So I'm going to square my hips up, and then I'm going to bring my legs to a long 45. All right. So hips are squared. Roll the top hip forward slightly. Pull that right leg, top leg long. We're going to start with a point, lift, and a flex, resist down. So slow lift and lower. I want you to think like you have a weight on that leg, and it's slowly trying to push that leg down, but you're fighting it. Slow and steady. Breathing in, breathing out. On that next lift, hold it halfway. Little lifts up and up. Make sure that hip isn't rocking back. Keep it squared. Breathing in, breathing out. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that knee to that elbow. I want you to think like it's shooting to the shoulder though, and then point, extend it out. So I'm still facing towards you. I'm not rocking back. Knee to the elbow and extend it out. Think like you're reaching towards that shoulder and extend. Keep it high. Opposite foot, flex and engaged. Shoulders relaxed. Side oblique is engaged and lifted. We're not just laying down. You have 4. If this bottom leg is bothering you, you can bend the knee. 3, 2,
1, lower it down, little circles back. Little circles, still breathing in, breathing out. Working the top of that glute, gluteus medius. Make sure you're not rocking back. Good, you got 3, 2, 1, reverse, opposite direction. Still breathing in, still breathing out. Good, you got 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Flex the foot, kick it forward for 2, and then point, lengthen it back. Kick, kick, lengthen, keeping the body stable. If you're rocking back and forth, smaller range of motion, all right? You got 4, 3, 2, 1. Kick it forward as far as you can. Hold it here. Hold. Little lifts up and up and up. Breathing in, breathing out for 5. Lift from the heel. 4, 3. Relax the shoulders, relax the face. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. All right, last one. I want you to find a rainbow with that heel. Drop the heel back, lift it up, and bring it forward. Little rainbow with that heel. Think like the floor is lava and it's hot. Shoulders down the back, abdominals still pulling in, core is engaged. Doesn't have to be big. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together, hold it here. Little lifts up and up and up. Shoulders down the back, work the side. You got 5, we hold it. 4, 3, 2, hold the legs, roll onto your belly. Good, and then lower the feet down. All right, so we're gonna work a little swan here. I want you to press the tops of the feet into the floor. All right, this is gonna really help you engage the back muscles by pressing down and releasing the lumbar spine. So, arms are long, press down into the feet, bring the elbows towards the back muscles, and then exhale as you lower. Inhale, shoulder blades down one another. Last engage. Inhale, reach, squeeze. Think like my fingertips are in between those shoulder blades. Keep that gaze down into the floor, no looking up. If you look up, you're gonna strain your neck. Good. If it's in your back, make sure that tailbone is long. Smaller range, you don't have to lift super high. You have 4. Pull that belly up. 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. A little pull back and back and back and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, guys. Find that child's pose. Push the hips back. All right, we're gonna come on to the opposite side. So just roll over. I'm gonna flip around so you can see me. We're laying down on our right side. All right, that means hips are squared, left leg is long. Let's start. Point that toe, lift it up, and then resist and bring it down. Lift it up, resist and bring it down. So this side is going to be a little bit more fatigued. Keep that in mind. Shoulders relaxed. Still breathing in. Still breathing out. Body is stable. Legs are mobile. You have 4, 3, 2. Hold it halfway. Flex that foot. Keep the hips squared forward. Don't rock back. All right, little lifts up and up and up. Breathing in, breathing out. Lengthen through that foot. I want you to think like someone's pulling on the heel as you're reaching the head in the opposite direction. You got 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Maybe bring it a little higher. Bring that knee to that shoulder, to that elbow, and extend, point that foot. Knee in and extend. Knee in and extend. Keep that leg at the same height. It doesn't matter if it's high or if it's low. Wherever you are, it's staying consistent. Good. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down halfway, little circles back. Let's flex that foot. Make sure the hips don't roll back with you. Little circles back for 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse, opposite direction. Still breathing in, still breathing out for 5, 4, 3, 2. Point that toe, or flex that foot, sorry. Kick it forward, and then point as you resist it back. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Keep those hips squared. Keep that body stable. Kick, kick, and lengthen. 2 more. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Last one. Hold it out. Hold it here. Keep that body still. Little lifts up and up and up. Breathing in, breathing out. Lift from that heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back. Find that rainbow. Heel drops behind you, comes up, and drops in front. Make sure you're relaxing the whole body, guys. That glute is engaged, those abdominals are engaged, but we're not straining from the face or from the shoulders or the neck. Good. Try not to grip with the fingertips. I know that booty's burning, especially this side. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those feet together. Hold it here. Find little lifts up and up. You can stay down. You can also pop yourself up. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Rock onto your belly. Good. All right. We're going to come into a little push-up plank position. What I want you guys to do is lower yourself all the way down, lift up your hands. So think like Superman, Superwoman, you're hovering the hands. Now, either on your knees or your toes, you're gonna press down into your hands, pull the abdominals up, lift up into a plank on the knees or onto the toes. All right, you're gonna find 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. Lower it all the way down. Once again, hover the hands. Press the hands down, scoop the abdominals up first to lift up in one long spine, all right? You go lower down, we build 6 push-ups. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it all the way down, release the hands. Now maybe you lift up onto your toes, maybe you stay on your knees. Hands pressed down. Lift the abdominals up, lift all the way up into a plank. Maybe you're still on your knees, all right? You got 9 push-ups. 9, you can always drop down on your knees. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, pop up to your plank position. Knees, forearms, hands, or toes. You're breathing in, you're breathing out. Pull that belly in. Shoulders down the back, reaching through the heels, reaching through the crown of the head. Slow mountain climbers. One knee comes in and switch. And switch. This is where you finish, guys. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees. Push the hips back. Find that child's pose. Take a breath. Let's come onto our hands and knees. Round that spine, drop that head. Arch that back, lift that head. Maybe wiggle that tail side to side. Let's lift the knees, press the hips back. Find that downward dog. Maybe pedal out the feet. Slowly walk the hands toward the toes, toes toward the hands. Want everyone to bend the knees. And I want you to look out forward so our booty doesn't go back. So we tend to all stick our booties back and hyperextend our legs. So I want you to bring yourself forward on the mat slightly to square the hips with the legs. Now I can extend my legs with keeping my hands down, but I want you to flatten your back, and if you can't do that, that's a cue that you need to bend your knees, all right? Either way, I know my legs hyperextend, so I'm gonna bend them anyway. I'm gonna pull up for my abdominals without sticking my booty back and rocking back. Slowly roll vertebra by vertebra, shoulders down the back. Rock your head side to side, and you are all done.